back to another tutorial. So today we're going to be making this halter top. As you can see, it has some holes in between. So yeah, I know right now you can see it clearly. I'll show you once. You can see it in the beginning of the video, sorry, and also at the end of the video. So this is what we're going to be making. It's a halter top. It's a crochet halter top. So I'm going to be using this yarn. It's Robin acrylic. It's 100% acrylic. I'm also going to be using my 3.5 millimeter hook. You're going to need some scissors, and don't mind my scissors, I love them, so I'm not going to let them go. But anyway, you're going to need some scissors, and you're also going to need a tape measure. So for the tape measure, what you're going to do, I'm going to insert a video right there to show you where you need to take your measurements. So mine ended up being 10 from one side to the other. Yeah, this is going to be the top of your top. If you want it to be more halter shaped, you can do maybe 9 or 8 if you're a size medium, that is. But this is how you're going to take your measurement. So if you're small, if you're medium, if you know, a plus size babes, you're going to measure the top of your chest like this. So mine is 10 inches, and that is what you're going to start with. So what you need to do is you're going to take your yarn, make a slip knot, so I'm going to make a chain of 50. I'm going to make a chain of 50. So that is my beginner chain. You're going to measure it. As you can see, mine goes all the way to 12, and that's okay. There you go. It goes all the way to 12 and a half, and that's actually okay. I'll show you why. So for your, this is going to be your row 1, yeah? So now you're going to row 2. You're going to hold on to the 50th stitch, and you're going to make 3 chains. You're going to make 3 stitches, sorry. Then you're going to wrap your yarn around your hook. We're going to use double crochets to make this. So you're going to you're going to wrap your yarn around your hook, and then you're going to skip the 3 plus the 50th chain, and then go into the 49th one. Make a double crochet, chain 1, make another double crochet. So you're going to skip 1, make another double crochet into the next stitch, chain 1, wrap yarn around your hook, skip 1, then go into the next one with a double crochet. So that is going to be the pattern for row 1. You're going to skip 1, make 1 double crochet into the next available stitch, so continue doing that all the way until you get to the end, and then I'll see you guys once I'm done with my row 1. So I also love working in the back loop. So this is how your chain looks like. You're just going to turn your work to the side. These are the side loops. Those are the side loops that I love working on. So now you're done with your row 1. This is how your row 1 looks like. So you're going to chain 2. The chain 2 does not count as a stitch, okay? Turn your work around, make a double crochet in that first stitch, like that. Then make another double crochet. So you're going to have 2 double crochets into that first stitch, then chain 1, make a double crochet into the next double crochet, chain 1, make another double crochet into the previous double crochet, chain 1, double crochet on top of the double crochet, so do that until you get to the end. I'll meet you guys right there. So now I'm almost done with my second row, my third row, sorry. Chain 1, and into that last chain 4 that we made, you're going to skip 1 and make a double crochet into the second stitch, like that. Then you're going to make another double crochet into the same stitch, like that. So you have 2 on this side and you have 2 on this side. Remember, the chain 2 does not count as a stitch, okay? So after that, you're going to chain 2 to then turn your work around. So now we are going to row 4. So this chain 2 does not count as a stitch, okay? So make a double crochet into the first stitch, 1, make another double crochet into the same stitch, and 2, okay? Then into the second stitch, you're just going to make 1 double crochet. So now you have 3, okay? You're going to chain 1, make a double crochet into the previous double crochet, chain 1, chain 1. So you could just continue doing that until you get to the end. I will meet you guys on some here, okay? So now we are almost to the end of the 4th row. So you're going to chain 1, make a double crochet into that double crochet, chain 1, then you're going to make your double crochet into the second double crochet that we made over here, then make a double crochet into the first double crochet and make another double crochet into that same double crochet at same chain, okay? So you have 2 and 1, so you have 3 on this side and you also have 3 on this side, okay? So make sure whatever you're doing on this side, you mirror it to this other side. You're going to chain 2, turn your work around, then you're going to work 2 double crochets into the first stitch, like that, then make 1 double crochet, make 1 double crochet, make a double crochet into that space, like that, and also make a double crochet onto that double crochet space that we had on our previous row. So that is what you're going to have. You're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stitches on this side, okay? And then you're going to chain 1, continue with the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, all the way until you get to the end. When you have 1 space left, that is where we're going to stop, so right here, and then I'll show you how to do the other side, okay? So you're almost to the end. You're going to chain 1, make a double crochet into the next, and now we have 1 space remaining. You're going to make a double crochet into the space, make a double crochet there into the next 3 spaces, and on that last stitch you're going to have 2 double crochets, the same as we did on the other side. Okay, so now you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 on this side and 6 on this side. Okay, so you're going to chain 2, turn your work around. Always make an increase at the end, at the start and at the end of your row. So we're making an increase there, so 2 double crochets. The first stitch gets 2 double crochets, then 1 double crochet in every other double crochet space. Then after that, the space, you're going to make 1 double crochet into the space, and then 1 double crochet into the double crochet space, like that. Okay, so now you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9, because we're adding 2 and here we're also increasing, so we're adding 3. Okay, so you're going to chain 1 and then continue with the pattern until you get to the end. So just chain 1, make a double crochet into the next double crochet space, again almost to the end. Once you have 1 space remaining, wait, we still have another one. So now we have 1 space remaining. Okay, so what you're going to do is, because this double crochet also acts as the part of this ones, okay, so you're going to make 1 double crochet into the chain 1 space, so those are 2 now, and then continue making double crochets into the next double crochets available. And into the last one, you're going to make 2 double crochets. Again, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. So you have 9 on this side, 9 on this side, and as you can see, we are closing up the spaces that we have over here. So the more we are working, the more they're going to close up and end up with just a few of them and 1 right here. Okay, so you're just closing up the spaces as you go. So let me show you one more time. Chain 2, turn your work around. You're going to make 2 double crochets into that first stitch, 1 and 2, right? So that's an increase. Then you're also going to make 1 double crochet in every double crochet space, and once you get to the last double crochet, you have a chain 1 space right there, so you're going to make a double crochet into the chain 1 space and then make another double crochet into the double crochet space. Okay, like that. So I bet right now we have 12, 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12, because we're adding 3 in every row that we're making. We're adding 3 double crochets. Okay, so chain 1, make a double crochet, chain 1, So again, we are almost to we actually at the end. This is the only chain space that we have left. We have already attached double crochets onto the other ones. So once you have this one, I told you this double crochet is going to act as one of the double crochets here. Okay, so you're going to place a double crochet into the chain one space, and now you have two, and then now continue placing double crochets in every double crochet space that we made. And on to the last stitch, you are going to make 2 double crochets. Okay, make sure what you have on this side, you also have it on this other side. So we should have 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay, so I hope you can see the pattern. It's going inwards. So we're going to continue with that until we get 1 stitch at the end. So let me show you that one more time. Chain 2. Remember, this chain 2 does not count as a stitch. Okay, so turn your work around, make 2 double crochets into that first stitch, and then make double crochets all the way until your first chain space. So this is the next chain space. You're going to make 1 double crochet into the chain space, and then make 1 double crochet into the double crochet space. Okay, so now you should have 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Okay, then chain 1 and continue making double crochets until you have 1 chain space left. So again, I only have 1 remaining on my one chain space remaining. You're going to make a double crochet right there, and then make 1 double crochet in every double crochet space. And into that last stitch, you are going to make 2 double crochets. Okay, so that is what we have right now. Another thing, this top is worked from top to bottom. I love working my halter tops, most of them from top to bottom. That way I can you know, I can work on it well, because if I work it from down to top, I find it's a little bit harder than working from top to bottom. So that is where you're going to continue, and you're going to continue making the same pattern over and over again until you have one chain one space left. I'll meet you guys on some here, but basically it's the same thing that we have been doing. Okay, so just continue adding on to the chain one spaces until you have one left. So if you followed the pattern exactly like we were doing, you should be left with one, and this only works when you have your initial spaces are an odd number, not an even number. Okay, if they're like 23, 25, that's how you're going to get one over here. But if they are an even number, you're going to get two, which is still okay. You can work with that. You're only going to have two remaining down here instead of one. So if you wanted to have one, just make sure that your initial chain one spaces are an even number, are an odd number, sorry, instead of an even number. So now we are going to work on the one chain space that is remaining, and I hope you have also been increasing at the end every single row that you're doing, so that you can create that halter shape. Okay, so just continue making your double crochets. So you're going to chain two to start the row, and then make two double crochets in the first stitch, and then continue making double crochets until you get to the chain one space. So now I'm close to where my chain one space is. You are going to make a double crochet into the space like that, and then just continue. So you'll have a continuous double crochet after you close up that one chain one space that is left, and then just work your way all the way to the end, and then I'll make sure you guys once I'm done with this row. So once you get to the end, you're going to place two double crochets at the end like that. So this is how it looks so far. Okay, so number one, you can choose to end your top here if you're looking for a bikini top or a beach cover up top, something like that. You can choose to end your work here, but if you want it to be a halter top and you want it to be longer, you're just going to continue working downwards. Okay, so now that we're done closing up the chain one spaces, the only thing that's going to remain is increasing. Okay, so you're going to chain two, turn your work around. You are going to continue increasing at the end by making two double crochets at the end, and then continuing to make one double crochet in each and every double crochet space until you get to the end, and then you're going to make two double crochets at the end here, on the last stitch. Okay, so you're going to do that for a couple of rows. Let me show you with this one. So here I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did 10 more rows of just constant double crochet, except increasing at the end. So the only thing that's going to remain is you increasing at this end and also increasing on this other end. Okay, making two double crochets at the end of your row and at the beginning of the row. So that's the only thing that's going to remain. Otherwise it's just constant double crochets all the way until you have your desired length. You can choose to do 5 rows, 10 rows. If you want it to be like covering your stomach area completely, you can do more rows. It depends. Okay, so just continue working double crochets all the way I'm going to do, instead of 10 for this one, I'm going to do 8 rows instead of 10. This one I did 10, this one I'm going to do 8 more rows. So this is 1 row already, so I'm going to make 7 more, and then I'll see you guys once I'm done. That one if you want it, but I don't want mine to be more halter than that. So after that, you are going to chain 3, make us half double crochet into the second one, chain 3, the same thing that we were doing in the previous, on this other side. We're going to mirror it to this other side, chain 3, chain 3, skip that one and into the second one, chain 3, and you are at the end of your work. That is all you should have. Then you're going to turn your work to this other side now. You're going to chain 4, then you're going to skip 2 and into the third one make a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2 and into the third one make a double crochet, chain 2, skip 2, chain 2, skip 2, so continue doing that until you get to the end. I'll see you guys on the other side, okay? And now this is my last stitch. Sorry, skip 2 and into that one make a double crochet, and then I'm going to make a slip stitch right there. Then I'm going to cut my yarn. So this is how it looks. Okay, so we're going to work on the straps. So what I love doing, because I love my straps to be a little bit thick, if they're too thin they dig into my body. I don't like that. So I'm just going to I'm always using double strands, so instead I'm going to make that 2 times, so I'm going to have 4 strands. And then I am going to insert my hook in this one corner. Like that. And then I am going to chain 130. Okay, so I actually did 150 instead of 130 so that I can have a long strand or strap. So let's work on the next one. For the other side, go ahead and make 150. So this is how it looks once I'm done with everything. This is how the back looks. So I'm just going to weave in my ends, and then yeah, we are done. Anyway, I hope you find this tutorial helpful. If you do, please make sure to leave a comment and a like too. And also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.